Hello guys, today we are going to discuss a topic called involute. So what do you mean by an involute? Involute is defined as the path generated by loose end of a thread when it is wound or unwound from a polygon or a circle, thread being kept as tight. So what is happening here is that we are taking a polygon or we are taking a circle and a thread is being kept around it by keeping one end as loose and one end as tight. So the second end, which is loose, is being removed very carefully without by keeping this string as very tight. So let us see a video so that it will easily understand. We'll go to the video. It's a small video description of how the involute works. See, we have taken a circular space and a thread is kept around it. This thread length is basically taken as the perimeter of the circle in this case. So when it is being kept tight and it is being wounded, then what is happening? You are getting a curve by the locus of the end point you are getting it. So this particular curve, what you are getting when you are keeping the tight and string and the loose end is being wound or unwound, and the length of this thread will be exactly the perimeter of the length. So that is the curve which is obtained is called as involute. The involute curve is always used in different aspects, like we are using it in gear profile. When you are having the gear teeth, there we are going to use this involute profile very much. You know, gear is always used everywhere, even the digital analog watches also are having this type of things, right? So gear is used everywhere, and for that for getting that type of gear teeth, you need to have this type of involute curve. So let us see how do you draw this involute when you are drawing it in an AutoCAD. So this is the AutoCAD. Now let us try for a small polygon, that is, we'll go with a triangle first and we'll then go for a square and then try to go for a circle. So first I am drawing a triangle. So I am using polygon command and I am using 3 sides and I'm taking edge as point, and this is the first point I'm selecting, and then let me give some space like say some 30 mm side. So 30 I'm pressing and I'm pressing enter. So now you can see the polygon, the triangle is obtained here. For it to be visible to us, Z enter, E enter, so that whatever the triangle is there, it is coming straight. So now I want a thread to be beside it. So for triangle we have 3 sides and I took 30 mm side. So this thread will be exactly perimeter of this triangle. So perimeter of the triangle is 3 times side. So I'll take 30 into 3 times. So I'll take 90 mm thread, that is, I'll take a line segment and I'll keep it here and I'll start 90 mm line. So 90 and press enter. So with this I have drawn a line which is of 90 mm length. So now let me again use Z enter, E enter, so that whatever I have drawn is totally on the screen. Now this particular line segment I'll try to divide it into 3 parts because this is of 3 sides. So for that I'm using a command called div enter. So I'll press this and I'll give 3 because it is 3 sided. So 3 and enter. Now this line segment is divided into 3 parts, but basically the point is like a small dot, it is not visible, but it is available there. You can see if I select, there are 2 points which are being highlighted there. So now what we can do is that we can change the option, that is, if you go to format and if you go to the point style, then we can alter the point style here like this. So you can see the points are obtained perfectly. Now let us try to use array command and keep this, all this, whatever we are getting, this line and these 2 points in all 3 places. So for that to happen, we need to have a center. So for that sake, I'm going for drawing centroid of this. So for getting the centroid of the triangle, I'm going with this option, vertex to opposite end and vertex to opposite end. So I got a centroid of this triangle. Now let me use array command. In the polar array, I'll take center as this one and select objects. These are all the objects I want. So I'm selecting all those things and press enter. And I want number of items as 3. So I'm pressing 3 and I'll go for preview. If I use preview, you can see that it is being, the line is coming exactly at this corner and this corner. So now I'll press accept so that all the lines and points are obtained. It is not visible on the screen, so I'll try to make it visible by using Z enter, E enter as command. So these are all obtained enough. Now I'll try to unwound this string. You see, I'll take this point as the first point, and from here I'll try to unwound first. Then from here I'll take this as center and I'll try to unwound it, and then finally finish the diagram. So let me draw this by using circle command. For circle command, C is enter is the shortcut. So I'm keeping center point as this and drawing a center circle from here to here. So here we got the curve which is being unwounded. The thread is being unwounded. So whatever the unnecessary things are there, I'm selecting those things and I'm using trim command and I'm removing them like this. So those are removed enough. Now we'll draw another circle keeping this as center, the other end point of the triangle as center, and I'll draw the another circle with 2 times the length of this thing. So from here I'm drawing another circle, this as center, and from here to here I'll go with another circle. Now from here to here we got the unwounding again, because it is 2 times length. Now the 2 times length, this one side and this is the other side, both are coming like this. So from here to here it is okay, but from here again it changes and it comes until this point. So this should all be removed. So for that sake I'm going with selecting all again and use trim command, and I'm trimming these 2 things so that it is gone. Now whatever it is left over, we have 1 side, 2 sides and 3 sides. 3 sides length is there. So we have to take center point as this and draw another circle like this. So we'll go with this circle command again, this as center, and from here to here I'll draw a circle. And now whatever the unnecessary part is there, again I'm using trim command and removing that. So I'm select everything and I've used trim option, and this is not necessary and this is not necessary. I have removed both of them, and we can see there are extra parts here and here, those also can be removed. So I'll again select these things and use trim option. This is not necessary and this is not necessary, both I've removed. There is an extra point here that will also be removed, Z, and then use Z enter and E enter. So now this is how you get the involute of a triangle.